Hello there, YouTube. This is Small Railroad Addict here back with a layout update. I know if you've been following me on Train Life, I said I was dropping HO scale to go to O scale because I just like the size and the detail on it a little better. And this was going to be the room the O scale was going to go in, which was my HO room. So I couldn't do them both, so I decided I was going to go with O scale and just maybe make a small shelf go around the room and keep my MTH that you see running right now. And that was the only HO I was going to keep, simply because it would run on DCS also. And the little basic DCS controller I get the starter O scale set, I was going to have it run. That way I wouldn't have really anything HO left. But here in just the last couple of days, I've learned that we are going to break ground on our garage. We bought this house about 3 years ago, gutted it, remodeled it, and it does not have an attached garage. It does not have a garage of any kind at all. And that's got my wife a little nuts. In the wintertime, she doesn't like her car being covered in snow, having to get up. Being a school teacher, she gets up and goes to school. So she's really nagging me about, well, not really nagging me, but really kind of hinting to me that she wants the garage built. So we sat down with some people and drew up the garage. We're going to replace the driveway and add the garage. And just so happened to be, it is going to be a 2-story garage to kind of match the house. So it's going to be 24 foot wide by 35 foot deep. It is going to be attached to the house, and it is going to have an upstairs. The upstairs is going to be accessed by a full staircase with a small landing at the top with an insulated door leading into the upstairs room, which will be heated and cooled by central air and furnace. That room will approximately be about 23 foot wide by about 34 foot deep, with the exception of the entrance for the stairs coming up. That is where my trains are going to be O scale. Well, that leaves this room here open to stay with HO. So in light of that, I've decided I'm going to still pursue HO, and I'm also going to do O scale. O scale will be up above the garage because obviously it's a lot bigger room, so I'll be able to run a nicer layout in O scale than what I'd be able to in this room. So this room will stay HO. Saying that, I've decided to redo the layout. I am going to do it as a double main line around the room instead of like a bent or U-shaped dog bone. Currently there was a little island that came out right here. You can see where I had the joint filled. I've removed that and actually moved it there, and I am going to add another section right back in here that's going to come up to the edge of this door jamb and come out to here and over. That way I can run the double main line all the way around the room. It'll have a bridge that will span across here 36 inches, and then it'll come on over into here. This is obviously going to move not much. I'm just going to kind of rotate it a little bit, and it's going to sit here. I kind of have a mock-up, just sketched out drawing of what the new one's going to look like. It's right here. Obviously this is the door coming in. This is where the engine facility is now. It's just going to rotate a little bit, come around. It's going to be the double main line. We'll have a double-ended yard right here. I'm thinking I'm going to put an intermodal yard here, and I'm going to put a grain facility right here. And I think I'm going to put some kind of something to service some box cars or something right there. And then obviously the engine house is there, fueling facility, and this is going to be all the engine yard. So basically, from about right here all the way back to about right there is going to be engine yard. Good size engine yard. I like engines. I got to have room to put my engines. O scale engines are a lot more expensive than HO. That's why I really won't be able to purchase them as quickly as HO. HO, I can drop 200, 250 on an engine, no problem. O scale, you're talking 450 for a Premier, even higher for a Legacy. So obviously I'm going to have more HO engines, big engine yard. But that's what I'm doing. I have already moved. I've moved my program track and my Digitrax over to here, mounted it under the layout like it was. It was right here, right in this area. My program track did go under here. My Digitrax was out here. But I have moved it over to here. Obviously this is going to come out. This little bridge thing is going to come out. So it'll open that up a little bit. But I've got this all mounted here. Kind of got it, done up nice. I'll paint it in. A little bit later I'll paint it. Instead of running the wires under it, I've kind of drilled slots through the wood, and it just drops straight down so it doesn't put us quite a big kink in the wires. I'm going to get some more loco nets to put around the layout. Currently I'm going to end up ripping all this track up I have started ripping it up back here already. I did have a line go through here, come onto this turnout over here. I've started ripping that up, and hopefully I'm going to save most of the turnouts to maybe resell them, because I'm not going to use the Atlas turnouts. I'm going to use Walthers. Here's some of the turnouts I've already pulled off. They look to be in decent shape still. I've cut the ends off because they got the, well, here's one. Here's one I didn't cut the ends off, and as you can see, it's got these things you can slide the rail joints over. It doesn't really look that good, so I cut them off on these, and then you just slide ties back underneath and it looks better. But I think the switches, they came out, I did not nail them or glue them, so that probably helped me out a lot right there. Some of them, as you can see, there's some ballasting in some of it that I'll clean them up real good. I'll probably end up reselling these. I don't know if I'll just offer them on Train Life or if I'll put them up on eBay, but I'll resell them. I've got those I'm going to put on there. Plus, these two right here are going to come out. I got some number 6s right here that are going to come out. Some more number 4s back there. I got another number 6 right here. It's going to come out. And a couple number 6s here. That's a Walthers. I'm keeping that one. Let's see. There's a couple 4s back here. All my number 4s are going to be, even this Walthers number 4, I'm unloading that. And that's a Pico number 5. I'll probably unload that because the smallest turnout I'm going to use on the new layout, new design, is going to be a number 6. And those are going to be my yards. Coming off the main line is going to be number 8s. The crossovers on the main lines, I'm using number 8s. Outer radius on the main line is going to be approximately 32 inch on the curves. Inner main line will be whatever I can get, whatever it'll be, 2 1/4 inch in from that. Probably be somewhere around 28, 29 inch main line. So I'm going to try to keep it to where my smallest radius on the layout is going to be about 26 inches if I can. Like I said, I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to get some software, track planning software for the computer, and I'm going to try to punch it in, see how this comes out with my dimensions of the room, and see how it turns out. I know I sold off a bunch of HO scale stuff on Train Life a couple weeks ago. Went from 12 engines down to, I've got this MTH running right here. I've got it left, and I've got these 4 right here left. I'm not probably going to sell, I might sell that Conrail one because I just got that off eBay about 2 weeks ago and I'm not real happy with it. They said it was sound. I was assuming it was a factory installed sound. It's an Athearn Genesis and it was aftermarket installed, and there's no rear lights in it, no headlight, only the front ditch lights, and they only work when you hit the F2 button to blow the horn. Yeah, somebody didn't do a very good job on it, or either that or rush job, and that's why they sold it. But it runs real smooth. It just doesn't, it's not real loud because there's no baffle on the baffle box or whatever they call that around the speaker. It's just up in the long hood where the exhaust would be. But I might just use an experiment engine and try maybe put a Tsunami in it and put some lights in it, make it sound good. But I don't know, I may just end up selling it. It's hard telling. But I got my Genset still and my DDA40X. I'll probably just stick with the CSX still. Indiana Railroad, I sold all them units off, so I don't have them anymore. And I'll just mostly stick with CSX probably. Probably have some Union Pacific run through, some BNSF run through, get a couple of those locomotives. And I might get some Norfolk Southern throw into. I kind of like the paint scheme on them too. But that's where I'm at on this, on the HO stuff. I'm kind of happy I'm going to keep the HO. I didn't really want to drop it, but I really like the O. But kind of happy I'm going to have both rooms for 2 different layouts. But you come out here, this is where I've got my O scale set up right now. It's just on a little 4x8 up on some sawhorses with some supports underneath of it. It's a little GP9 Union Pacific Rail King starter set. I bought a couple extra track to make a little bigger oval on it right now. It's powered with their little 100-watt transformer with this, I guess, Z controller thing. We'll update that to the wireless DCS commander with the TIU eventually. Probably won't do a whole lot with this. I'll probably buy a couple cars here and there, some more track, get some turnout, start by. But the garage will probably take a couple months to get it built, and after that I'll get it all put up there and start to go from there. But until that's where I'm at right now. And HO in here. O scale going to be above the garage. It's going to get expensive, so I'm already starting to work a little more overtime. Either that or just take me longer. But I'm keeping both, HO and O, and that's where I'm at right now. I'll keep you posted on these. All right, take it easy. Bye.